how many labels do you make, more or less?
Now we are at 5 labels.
Okay, so five different terroirs, right?
No, actually three, because another very cool things about Negramaro is his flexibility. From Negramaro, you can do not only red wine, not only the rosé that is part of our tradition here in Salento, but you can do also a white vinification of Negramaro.
So you make white Negramaro.
Oh yes.
Welcome to the next generation with me, your host, Giulia Stocchetti. Join me as I take you on a journey to discover young stars of the Italian food and wine world. Pronti? Andiamo!
Hello, hi everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of the Next Generation on the Italian Wine Podcast. Today, I'm taking you to Puglia to meet Carlo Guarini, who's the co-founder of Castello Frisari. Basically, he's a winemaker from the hot southern Italy. So I don't want to waste any more time because he has a lot of things to share with us today. And so let's give Carlo a warm welcome to the show. Ciao, Carlo.
Ciao, Giulia. Thanks for having me.
It's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. How are you today?
That's good. That's good. It's quite calm period in the vineyard, so everything good here in the down in Puglia. We're having pretty good time, so I can't complain, I must say.
Nice. So, what's the weather like there? Is cold as here up north, or is a bit better?
No, it's a bit better. It's a bit better. Actually, I'm quite happy because we are having a rainy winter, or at least this month, it seems to be quite rainy, and so that's good.
So, you're happy because usually in summertime you don't have that much rain, right? So, it's important to have it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even more because in the last years, we really don't understand anymore what's happened with this weather. So, comparing from last season, we had no rain for more than 4 months. And I mean, we are used to have a dry weather, but not so dry, actually. So, at least if we're having rain during the winter, I can be happy.
Oh, wow, that's nice. So I guess you're growing varieties that are at least a bit drought resistant. Otherwise, with no
Yes.
water, they suffer a lot.
Yes, exactly. We are growing indigenous variety such as Negramaro and in specific only Negramaro, me and my brother, that is an indigenous variety here from the south. So it's a variety that is used to the dry climate, but not so dry. I mean, last year we had 40 degrees and no rain for, again, for more than 4 months, and the vines were very stressed out. So, for example, we were always quite proud to say that we don't use irrigation system. It was always something to be proud for us. But now, with my brother, we are start to think on some solution for the future.
Yeah, I was about to ask you if you had any irrigation system, and you already answered. So,
Yep.
yeah, it's nice to do like the dry growing of the grapes without any water resource, but sometimes is needed. Otherwise, it gets really hard, both for the vines
Yeah,
and also for you to make wines then.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's true.
So, Carlo, can you please tell us a little about yourself?
Yes. So,
Because we started talking about like viticulture and
yeah,
wines, but
exactly. Yeah.
I guess
Uh,
it's nice to hear from you first.
Yeah, I was born in Salento, here in Puglia, in Lecce, and I've been here until I was 18, and then I moved to Milan. I start my university studies in management, and then I also start my working career actually in a totally different area compared to agriculture or wine business because it was in consultancy. But I grow in a farming family. We are from more than 25 generation in this business.
25 generations.
Yeah, that's true. I know
Wow.
that could be unreal, but my family has a very long story. Always in Puglia, as a family arrived from Normandy. It was 1065, the first document that we have about my family. And since then, we were always related to agriculture
Oh,
and to
wow.
the agriculture and to the landscape. The south of Italy was always, let's say, agriculture was crucial. And so this was the main business for us. And still now we're continuing doing this job. So for sure, this deep relation with this job, with this sector, moved me when I was doing a completely different job to change life and to come back here and to start this new adventure.
So basically, you came back for the passion for the land, right?
Yes, I came back for the passion of the land. I came back for my love for this place, and for the reason that I really believe that this area has so many things to offer in terms of quality of the life, in terms of opportunities, in terms of relationships, in terms of people. That I don't know. The call was very strong, I
So
must
you
say.
felt like it was time to go back home and to do something like within your family, because actually you founded the winery with your brother, right?
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
So what's your brother's background? Like, why have you decided to found the winery together?
My brother actually he had always a much more focused idea on this business because he studied agriculture and winemaking.
Hmm.
So he was always focused on this. And actually, everything happened quite naturally because I was always more or less involved in this business. I started, I remember many years ago, to slowly follow my father during different wine fair. Slowly start to get in love with this sector, especially the wine business, slowly understand who are the players doing, why, all the, let's say, the roots and the background of this sector. And suddenly I realized the potential that Puglia, that Salento, and that our varieties could have in this business. And my brother was totally in line with me. So at a certain point, we said, you know what, we need to show how cool, if I can use this word, how cool our area is and how cool our varieties are.
That's beautiful. Who's the younger?
I was 27,
Hmm.
and my brother is 3 years younger than me.
Okay. And when did you found the winery?
We started in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's almost 10 years. Next year is going to be 10 years. Wow.
time flies. Yes.
Yeah. You bet it does.
Yes, yes. So this was the reason. Actually, the trigger was this vision, this mission to show the real potential of our place and our varieties. And so with my brother, we decided that was better to to start a total new company, a total new farm, a total new winery, because we wanted to go straight to the point. And it was not the same that join the family business and you add another label, another brand, another wine lines. My father with his brother and sister, they still run a winery. It's
Okay.
our family business.
Hmm.
So they are on this market for more than 900 years. So with my brother, we wanted to do something totally different. That was again, no, straight to the point with our idea, with our mission, and that's why we start to focus only on one of the three indigenous variety that we have here in Salento, so on Negro.
That's beautiful.
And then next to this, we start to be focused on the fields, on the terroir, on the pure agricultural side of the winemaking. So we start to look for interesting vineyards or interesting area where to grow our vineyards.
So you also bought some land or you work with your family's land?
No, no, we were totally independent because my family has one single big estate in one place.
Hmm. Okay.
With my brother, we wanted to discover more the diversity of our area because Salento, most of the time, people think that is one single place, but actually inside we have so many differences. We are first of all like an island, so we have East Coast, West Coast. So again, two different wind influence. We have a different soil
Mhm.
characteristic. We go from calcareal soil to red soil to sandy soil. And again, also, most of the time people think that Salento is a flat area. I mean, we don't have hills, we don't have mountains, of course, but actually we have small areas that are called serre, that means small hills,
Mhm.
very small. I mean, I'm talking about 100-meter size, so not so big.
Well, but it's a little bit of altitude for sure, so it's
It's
not
a bit,
flatland.
but yeah, but the most important thing is how they influence the wind and the rain. And so this creates even more differentiation in the land. So with my brother, we say, okay, let's have a look on different areas with different microclimate. We take different vineyards and we grow our Negramaro, only Negramaro, in different places. From each,
At the end, you make a blend or you make
no,
different wines?
we do single vineyard wine.
Okay, okay. So how many labels do you make, more or less?
Now we are at 5 labels.
Okay, so five different terroirs, right?
No, actually three, because another very cool things about Negramaro is his flexibility. From Negramaro, you can do not only red wine, not only the rosé that is part of our tradition here in Salento, but you can do also a white vinification of Negramaro.
So you make white Negramaro?
Oh yes,
Oh, wow, but still.
we do still and bubbles.
Oh, wow. And how do you make the sparkling wine? Like traditional method or Martinotti?
We do one traditional method, but without disgorgement, so on the yeast, a surly.
Okay, okay. It's like an ancestrale, let's say.
It's not a proper ancestral because it's a classic method. So you do the wine and then
Okay,
you
okay.
make the second fermentation. But then, and this we do with a white vinification of Negramaro. And then we do another bubbles that is a pure ancestrale, but we do in rosé, and that is a pure ancestrale, so single fermentation.
So what's your favorite terroir so far? Like, what's your favorite expression of Negramaro you make?
That's a very difficult question because it's
Let's
like
say
to
the
ask.
most interesting. The
Let's
most
say exactly. No,
interesting or
because
the
it's
most
always a different
challenging.
question. It's like to ask which is your favorite child. It's always difficult to answer, but
Definitely,
but
yeah.
yeah, no, I must say that now the area that becoming very interesting and challenging for us is the one that is called Serre di Terra d'Otranto. It's in the deep south of Salento. It's basically the Cape of Salento. This is the area where we have these hills, and this is the area where the predominant terroir is calcareous. And you have also the sea that give a very interesting influence on the wine. And out of this, we are having, in my opinion, the most interesting expression of Negramaro in red, first of all,
Hmm.
and then also in rosé and in ancestrale. But in red, I must say that is the most interesting one because we are having a very mineral, balsamic, fresh Negramaro. I mean, my brother's style of winemaking was always focus because he's the winemaker. So if the wine is good, I mean, he's the one.
So he's the winemaker and you are the salesman or
Yes,
the brand
exactly.
ambassador.
Yes, exactly.
So you're doing the hard work, Carlo. You're the one who struggles most.
No, no, no. We both have the huge responsibilities.
Yeah, of course, your
Yes,
team. So yeah.
yes, yes.
So sorry, what's your brother's winemaking style?
Yeah, let's say that we are always focused on to give Negramaro a very big shift from the idea that the wine of the south usually people usually have. So a very bold, deep fruits, deep body
Hmm.
wine. We are going on the opposite side, even if the alcohol content is around 14, so it's not low. But the idea is to do a very fine and elegant wine using the power of the acidity that Negramaro has, and that's why it's a very good variety to do white vinification because it has acidity.
Hmm.
And then Negramaro is a spicy wine, so has very multiple faces. When you taste a bottle from the first glass to the last one, you can have a very interesting, funny wine tasting. And so the idea was always to show the elegance of the South
Mm-hmm.
with the power that the sun give us, that the area give to us, having something elegant but not watery, so with a very strong personality. But even more, our goal is to show the potential of the terroir. And that's why in the reds, we started with two reds and now we are enlarging slowly our production with other vineyards, is to show the potential of the terroir, of the microclimate of that specific area. On the red wines, the vinification process is the same for all the red labels.
And what is the process?
We do around 3 weeks of maceration and fermentation, so it's very long and slow. We do everything on full grapes, so we don't crush.
So you use whole bunches, basically.
No, we take out the stems, but then we don't break the grapes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, so the
Nice.
fermentation starts from the outside and then goes slow inside. We do, on average, like 80% in a steel tank and the other 20% in the barrique, in the barrel, just for the fermentation.
Oh, so you ferment part of the wine in barrique.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
interesting.
So we do 80% in the tank and 20% in the barrel. And after that, we press and then we age only in a steel tank.
Okay, very interesting choice. And like the barriques are, or the barrels are new or second, third passage?
The barrique we started with new, but then, the thing is that we use for 3 weeks. So it doesn't get too much.
Oaky flavors to the wine.
Yes, exactly. My brother is not for the oak.
Okay,
It's just for a technical reason about to fix the color of the wine, thanks to
okay,
the tannin of the oak.
okay.
And so it's just a technical reason.
Wines with heavy oak aromas and
No,
flavors. They cover the purity of the fruit, and then you can't really enjoy the terroir behind it. So,
I totally agree. And even more, in our philosophy that we want to show the differences given by the terroir. If I use oak at the end, I cover all the differences,
yeah,
all
makes
the
sense.
characteristics. So
For now, what's your total annual production, more or less? How many bottles you make?
we are very small. Now we are on only 12,000 bottles.
Oh, wow. So it's a really unique small production.
It's
But
very small, consider that we have less than 5 hectares.
okay.
And on average, we have a yield per hectare for the red that is 5,000 kilo
Oh,
per
okay,
hectare.
okay.
So it's very low.
Yeah. You grow Negro Amaro and you vinify Negro Amaro. So if you have to choose one of your wines to be paired with some of your local food, what would it be?
On the red, both of the wine that we do, because as have different expression, you can go for consider that here in Salento we are mostly basically vegetarian.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
basically, yeah. In the south, we basically inside the land we basically eat legumes and vegetables, not so
Okay,
much
okay.
meat.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the coast, the fish. So we have this cuisine of legumes and vegetables, especially during the winter, that slow cooked and a very good intense flavor. And this is fantastic with a not so bold Negramaro.
Mm, yummy.
Uh, yeah, exactly. It's something that you can have a healthy and light meal with a not so heavy, red wine that you can enjoy the bottle and not only one glass.
Nice. That's what we look for in wine, actually.
Yes, exactly. And then, at the end, then there is the rosé. The rosé here, it's something huge. It's part of our tradition. And in my opinion, it's a wine that you can pair with everything. It's so flexible. It's fantastic. You could go from fish to pasta to white meat, but during the summer also with a steak. It's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
I mean, for me, better rosé also on pizza than a beer.
Nice. Yeah, more and more people actually are pairing some nice wines with pizza instead of beer. So becoming more and more popular, I would say. But yeah, rosé is like black. I mean, it fits every season, and it's really interesting to try to pair it with different kinds of food, but also to have it just like as aperitivo, or like in summer, you're laying down on the poolside or like on the seaside, you want something refreshing and juicy, you go for a rosé and you can't make a
Yes.
mistake, and you always enjoy it. And in Salento, you're very, very popular for rosé, first of all, and then also there's Negro Amaro. But when people think about rosé, they think about Salento for sure.
Yeah, this is I'm really happy about it. We how to say we fought a lot during the years on this, so I'm happy.
So, because you're talking about like terroir and expressing the different parcels of Salento you have, in your opinion, what's the most important thing that can make the difference in quality winemaking?
For me, the first thing is the farming side of the winemaking. So the agricultural side, how you grow your own grape, and the deep understanding of the grape variety and where it comes from. This is, in my opinion, that makes the difference in winemaking, because maybe most of the time winemakers, the pure winemakers, don't go often in the fields, don't know deeply how does it work on the farming side of this job. And this, in my opinion, is a huge mistake, because this knowledge is fundamental then to release something that has the reason to be in a bottle. Only by this you can have a respect for the grapes that arrive in the cellar before the start of the process. And with my brother, with this, we were always quite aligned. He has a very huge respect for this. I mean, nowadays with the winemaking techniques, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So the secret is the starting point, is the grape variety. Because if you have a very good quality and you know the characteristics of that grape, then, in my opinion, the 70-80% of the job is done.
100% agree. Yeah. And I'm curious to know, what agricultural practices do you adopt in the vineyard? Like, how do you grow your grapes? Like, in a sustainable way, an organic way? What's your approach?
Our approach is organic. For us, was by default. It was not a choice. We
Yeah,
started
it
with
came
organic.
natural to you.
Yeah, yeah, it was very natural to start organic growing. I mean, I always consider myself, first of all, a farmer. As a farmer, what I have is the fields, is the land. If I don't take care of my land and I don't give value to the land, I have nothing. So for me, this is the really key point of being a farmer.
So, talking about the land, I was wondering, according to your experience, what is the attitude of the younger generations towards the land? Do you see like a comeback to the land, or young people still prefer like cities and working in big metropolis instead of going back to the countryside?
You know, actually, there is in the last years and now a huge, how to say, rumors about going back to the land, also towards a younger generation. What I've seen and what I see now is actually that is not the truth. I represent in Brussels. I am a delegate for the Young Farmer, the European Young Farmer Association.
Oh, wow.
And so I go there once a month to do lobby for the young farmer of Europe. And what I've seen also through numbers, that actually farmers under 40 years old here in Italy are only the 8%. And in the last, if I remember well, 10 years, we lost 2 points. So from 10%, we went down to 8%. So for sure, the rumors, the allure of going back to the land, it's something that is growing. But then in the reality,
Is
no, the
not.
number says not. I mean, I'm happy
Shame.
that young people start to speak more, because that's mean that people are more sensible to the topic. But then I also understand that taking the decision to be a farmer is not easy. It's not an easy job. I totally understand. It's
Yeah, I
not an easy
know.
job, and that's why, for example, I'm doing this also going to Brussels every month because I really want to show and to fight for this and to show people that actually it's not an easy job, but it's a very cool job.
Yeah, it's cool and it's worth it. So, according to this, what would be the future of Italian wine? Like, what would next generations do about that if they don't want to work the land? Like mechanization only? I don't know. It's gonna be sad.
I mean, mechanization, it's something that is already a reality.
Hmm.
Agriculture is totally changed compared to 20 years ago. And so you need to be organized if you want to do this job. And so mechanization, this is something that is already a reality. And even more, if you want to be efficient, you need to do this. You need to be organized in this way. Then the future, this is very hard to predict. As I said, I hope that numbers will change so that more young people want to start this job. I mean, in the last years, I can understand that with the climate change, the challenges are becoming very, very hard, very tough. And so I can understand that it's not easy, but I truly believe that quality of life doing this job is one of the highest, I believe.
I think you're right. If people try it, it's not easy, as you said, and it's like working every single day because nature doesn't go on holiday nor the vines growing. But yeah, once you try it, you never go back.
Yeah, but there is a movement for fight for this. Again, all the time that I go to Brussels, the main topic is how to enable the generational renewal. This is the main topic for us, and it's the main topic that always we want to put on the table on in Europe or let's say on the decision table, because we know that it's not easy, and we want that the world, the politician, understand that has to be easy in order to have a generational renewal. So fighting for this.
Nice. It's really, really important because only working the land we can have good quality of life. We can get healthy products to eat, to feed ourselves. Because also wine is nourishment at the end. It's something that we actually that becomes part of ourselves once we drink
It
it.
is. It
and
is.
and I also hope that people in the future will drink, I don't want to say like more wine per capita, but like more people will enjoy quality wines because it's something that is culture, it's something that makes you feel good, it's something that makes you socialize also with other people because wine is sharing. So
Yeah.
maybe these are just dreams, I don't know, but what do you think about that?
Actually, I think that it's not only a dream. It could be reality, and maybe the trend now of the decreasing in wine consumption maybe will be a good thing in this way. So in the way that people will drink maybe less but more conscious. So more looking for a quality glass compared to a whatever glass. And so maybe there would be a shift in this sense. And so that's why we need winemaker that has this focus in mind, so that every single bottle of wine has to be there for a reason and not just because it's a drink put on a shelf. This is the thing that we as a producer we need to understand and we need to share with our customer, our consumer.
So, how do you address the younger generation? Like, what do you do to attract younger people consuming your wines, enjoying your wines?
Way actually telling them the name and the surname behind that bottle, but not only of me and my brother,
Hmm.
but of the place where that wine is made, area where that the grapes used to do that wine come from, and all the things around that area. I always want to give name and surname to the land, to the place, and telling where they're drinking. So again, something that is real, that something that has a clear purpose, and not just a wine that is designed to meet consumer taste. or the consumer trend of the moment.
So you want a wine that talks about the land and the people who make it.
Yes,
So
the
it's like
land, the
a
people, and the
cultural
variety.
product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's really
Variety, land, and people.
That's fantastic. I'd like to stay here even longer, but we're running out of time. So I was wondering if there's anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up the episode, or any message you want to send out.
Of course, I really thank you for this opportunity, and just to say that give more value to the farming activity is the key for the future. So that's why I'm really proud to be a farmer first of all, and then of course a winemaker.
And you should be, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Carlo. It
Thank
was
you.
really a pleasure having you as guest on the Next Generation here on the Italian Wine Podcast. And well, that's a wrap. And stay tuned for the next episode next Sunday on the Next Generation on the Italian Wine Podcast. Grazie, alla prossima. Cin cin.
Grazie for being with me today and listening to the Next Generation on the Italian Wine Podcast. Alla prossima! Cin cin!